like a Hellcat.
So hello everyone, I hope you're all doing good. Those who are new here, my name is Effie, and today I want to speak about how an old lady stole my phone in Nairobi. This one I'm going to speak about is unique. That's why I prefer that I start with it. Maybe the other stories I'll bring next time about how my other phones were stolen. So this is how my phone was stolen with an old lady in Nairobi. It was back in 2016 when I was in campus. So there is a day I went to Ngara for shopping. So ladies staying in Nairobi, as you all know, Ngara is like a marketplace where people sell very nice clothes for the ladies or even for the men, but mostly for the ladies. So there is a day I went to Ngara for shopping, and I didn't find a lot of clothes I wanted. I only found a few. And then now I was on my way back to where I'm staying. I was staying in Ruiru, that is where my school was, Zitec University. So after I finished to shop, I went to wait for the vehicle. And this vehicle is called Nissan, not a bus and not these small cars, the middle ones, they're called Nissans. So after I finished, I was waiting for the car, and then an old woman came to me. At first I was chatting, and then after that I put my phone inside my purse. So this woman saw me when I'm chatting. Those who have been stolen for the phones, you know, in Nairobi, thieves normally steal big phones. They don't normally go for small phones. So this woman saw me while chatting, and for me, I didn't see her. So by the time I was putting my phone back in my purse, so this woman came to me that, hey, she was speaking Swahili. So she came to me saying that, please, can you help me to call my son? I've been waiting for my son here for almost 30 minutes. And so she told me my son was supposed to pick me here. Can you help me to call my son, please? So because I also saw, oh, this is an old woman, let me just help her. Because for me, before, I never used to tell somebody to help me with the phone to call somebody, or I never helped somebody with the phone to call somebody else, because in Nairobi we have these places called simu ya jamii, where when you want to call another person but you don't have a phone but you are having a cash, you just go there then call using simu ya jamii. So I told this woman to give me the mobile number for the son so that I can call for her, because she told me she doesn't have credit. She have a phone but she doesn't have credit, and then the only money she has is for transport. So I could not tell her to go and use the simu ya jamii. So I told this woman to give me the number of the son, the telephone number for the son. So this woman gave me the telephone number for the son, and then I called, this man was not picking. I called 4 times, the son was not picking. He wasn't picking up my calls. So this woman said to me, I think he's already on his way coming to me. Maybe that's why he's not picking. Maybe he's in the car and he cannot hear the phone ringing. Then I said, it's okay. Then we continue waiting a bit, because I will continue standing with you here, because if I go and leave you here, maybe he will call me when I'm already in a car going. So, and I don't also want you maybe to call a lot of people. Maybe your son will be confused on, like when you want to meet another person, it's always easy to meet the person when you use one phone, so not different phone. So that is why I decided to help this woman by standing here with her until the son comes. So the son did not come. Then this woman just decided to go. She said, because it's getting late and it's in the evening, the rain is also coming, let me just go. Maybe because I know the city where he's staying, he will maybe get me at the stage. So the car that was going to Ruiru came, that is Thika Road. And then I entered in the car, then I sat in front, and then this woman also entered after me, but she sat at the back. And then there are also other men that sat also at the back, and I didn't know these men were with this woman. So After a few minutes, because normally in Nairobi, the car must first collect people until it's full, then it starts its way. So the car was still standby, collecting more people. And then after a few minutes, I heard somebody crying at the back and making noise. So she was talking in Swahili and saying, oh, my phone, I can't see my phone. Somebody has just stolen my phone. And then this man at the back asked her that, do you have the number so that you can call for you the phone? Do you know your number offhand so that you can call for you? So I didn't know this woman. By the time I was calling her son, this woman gave me her own number and not the number for anybody else. So this woman had a phone, but she put the phone silent and gave me her own number to call, pretending that that is her son. So I was calling thinking maybe the son is not picking, not knowing the phone I was calling was for this woman. So after she went at the back and started shouting that the phone is stolen, these people said she give the number so that they can call for her. I didn't know within these few minutes, this woman had already removed the phone, her phone now, and wrote my number. Like, she took her phone and wrote my number from the missed call. He wrote on the paper. So when these people were asking him the number, this woman said, I don't know my number offhand, but I have it on a paper. So this woman gave them the number so that they can call to hear maybe which place the phone will ring in the car. Because she was saying maybe the phone has dropped down or maybe somebody has picked the phone from her. So this man started calling. And then the first ringtone, the phone was calling from my own purse. So at first I think maybe somebody else is calling me. When I look at the somebody calling me, I got it's a strange number. These people called again. So this time I was having the phone on my hand. So they're calling again, the phone is ringing with me here. So they all attacked me. They all attacked me that how can I, I'm the one who has stolen the phone for this woman. So they're all attacking me that how can I steal for the old lady. And this lady is also saying that is her phone. So this man did not even give me time to explain myself, like even to put a pin in my own phone so that they can prove this is my phone. They did not even give me time to show them my photos inside my own phone. They just came and grabbed my phone away and started attacking me with too much words, and they were Kikuyus, so they were speaking the languages I don't know. I only know a few words from Kikuyu like Negwedete, Dereda Maima Kunywa, Besha, Uhoro waku ni mwega, and I also know Thiukiumaga, that is go drying, or Enda Ukikaukaga. So the words they were saying, I was not understanding anything. Remember, they planned this thing before, but I didn't know anything. So these men were together with this woman attacking me. They're saying, if you can steal from this woman before even the car starts driving, then how many phones will you have stolen by the time the car will arrive at the destination? So that is how they took my phone. And then these men pushed me out of the car. They were saying they cannot travel with a thief. Like, there is no way I can steal a phone immediately before even the car starts driving. So they were worried that how many phones will I steal, that maybe I will steal even the money or the phone for everybody. This man pushed me out of the car that they cannot travel with a thief. And that is how I was left stranded on the street. And normally when I go to Nairobi, when I was staying to Nairobi, so when I was going to Nairobi, I didn't used to carry the cash. I normally have the money in M-Pesa, because cash is also very dangerous when you're walking with the money. So I normally have the cash in M-Pesa, then maybe I withdraw it in the city when I want to buy anything with it. So this woman, they went with my phone, they went with all the money were in the M-Pesa. I was left stranded without even any money. I only had a fare. So the fare, I was putting the fare here, like, this is my bank card. I like to put important thing here. This is my bank card. So this is the place I placed the fare. I had 50 bob, because normally cars from Nairobi to Thika roads. Normally in the evening there are 50 bob. So I was putting this 50 bob here and my phone here. So they went with this 50 bob, my phone, and the money in M-Pesa. So I was left stranded without any money to use back to where I was staying. And I just stayed there stranded. And then there is a good Samaritan that came. I explained to her my problem. So she gave me 50 bob. I used it back to where I was staying. And the next day when I went to these people repairing phone, because normally when your phone get lost, there is a number inside your phone. When you open the phone, there is a certain number on the battery, or they normally write it somewhere inside the phone when you open the back of the phone. So this number, they can use it to track your phone and you know where your phone is. When I went to these people the next day to track my phone, these thieves had already blocked my phone, so it was nowhere to be found, or we couldn't trace it. So I just renewed the line, but I thank God, the M-Pesa normally nobody can know your PIN. So I renewed the line and then I got my money back. So my advice to you is, when you're in Nairobi, never give anybody a phone, even if somebody is coming to cry for you that maybe her phone is stolen, she doesn't have a phone, you help her with the phone to call somebody else, or maybe somebody saying she doesn't have a credit, you help her with the phone. Be it a man, a woman, a child, an old man, an old woman, never ever help anybody with the phone. That is why in Nairobi there are a lot of simu ya jamis, places where they have put for you to call when you don't have a phone, or when you want emergency call but you don't have a credit, because they already know there are such tricks. So I have never had anybody complaining or anybody that have been stolen with such a story. It was so unique. So the other of my 2 phones were stolen, but with the common stories, I will bring them next time. So you had that advice, never ever help anybody with a phone in Nairobi. Nairobi is full of thieves for phones, and they will use different tricks. Like today, they will steal from you with this story, and the next day they will steal from you with another trick. So you cannot predict which will be the next trick they will use to steal your phone. So never ever help anybody with a phone.